What if I told you that digital marketing is dead? Well, in a way, it actually is. For over a decade, this term was used to distinguish itself from other conventional forms of marketing, like out-of-home marketing or TV spot advertising, but technology has advanced so much that it's not what it used to be. Now, this way of thinking about marketing is outdated. So, what do you focus on today? What actually works? There's so much noise out there when it comes to deciding how to market yourself and your business. Like, for example, if I want to sell this pen, what do? I can make a slick ad for it and promote it on Instagram. I could hire influencers to talk about how great it is to their audiences. I could spin up an SEO campaign designed to rank #1 in Google search for slim metal pen. I could even go to trade shows around the world and pitch this pen as the greatest leap forward in the evolution of writing by hand. You get the point. The list goes on and on. There's an infinite number of ways that you can market yourself and your business. But how do I know what's actually gonna work? I'm gonna help you avoid the overwhelm and the paralysis of analysis here. So scrap everything you know and focus on just these 5 things. Number 1 is social media marketing. The key here is not to just shout into the void about yourself or your products. Be real, provide value, and have some fun with it. Create shareable things that are actually interesting, helpful, entertaining, exciting to you, and you'll be on the right track. I recommend adopting a video-first creation process where you start your ideation process by planning out and filming videos first. Then you can use AI tools like what I've built inside WriteBlogger to repurpose that video content into all the other assets you'll need. I'm talking blog posts, descriptions, titles, social copy, to name just a few. You can sign up for WriteBlogger 100% free and take our 75 tools for creators for a spin using the link in the description below this video. All right, so once you've decided on a medium to create your content in and a process that feels right to try this out, it's extremely important that you don't overwhelm yourself by trying to be present on every single social media platform. Pick 1, 2, maybe 3 channels max to focus your efforts on over the next few months, and you'll be way more likely to see results. The only social platforms worth considering today are Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, and Facebook. The key is to be present where your target audience spends their time. You can do a quick Google search and read about which networks attract which kinds of audiences, but if you're in your own target market, look at where you spend your own time. That'll be a big clue to point you in the right direction. Now, there's a lot of nuance when it comes to the style of content that does well on each platform too. So it's worth taking some time to research before you dive into creating. For example, you could make long form videos on YouTube, short form videos less than a minute in length for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok. You could make funny memes for Instagram, beautiful thought-provoking visuals, controversial LinkedIn threads, Pinterest optimized images, Twitter threads. You have a lot of options at your disposal. So choose just 1 to 2 platforms to focus on and lean into your skills, your interests, your experience to start creating content in a format you enjoy making it. While results will obviously vary widely, you can expect to see an ROI on your social content within 3 to 6 months if you're spending a good amount of time creating, publishing a few times a week, continually learning and experimenting along the way. Number 2 is content marketing. At its core, this one is pretty simple. Create content and attract an audience to it. This differs from social media content by focusing less on a video forward approach and more on assets like blog posts, free templates, tools, PDFs, courses, books, listicles, reviews, case studies, comparisons, podcasts, and other digital forms of content. Successful content marketing effectively educates or entertains your audience around a specific pain point or problem that they have. It's very solution oriented. So the better you can be at putting yourself in the shoes of your audience and feeling their struggles as it relates to your business, the better your content will be. The key with content marketing is to think shareable. What would you come across in your niche and immediately want to text it to a friend? That is the resource that you should make. There are tons of other types of content marketing, so use your imagination here. And as long as you're creating some form of content, then using it as a value trade to bring people into your audience, you're doing content marketing. Number 3, partnership marketing. What if the creators and brands that you admire could be activated to advertise your work? Partnership marketing is all about collaborating with other creators and brands in your space in order to expose you and your offerings to their audience too. A few of my favorite formats here include things like guest blogging, where you write an article that gets published on your partner's blog, getting on podcasts and YouTube channels with content you either create or co-create together, finding relevant brands and creators to teach free live trainings or webinars to their audience, newsletter mentions and takeovers, to name just a few. Your imagination is your only real limitation here when it comes to partnership marketing. This form of marketing is one of my favorites because it's a win-win-win. win. Your partner gets free high-quality content that you've produced or led the charge on co-producing, their audience gets value-packed content, and you get in front of their highly targeted potential customers. Find the core of what you do, how it can benefit others, and collaborate with people similar to you who are maybe a step or two ahead in audience size. They're bound to have an overlap with the audience you want to reach, and this creates a lot of opportunities. Number 4 is SEO. Today, this means creating and optimizing content, whether we're talking about static pages on your website or posts for your blog that are designed to rank at the top of Google search results and bring you free organic traffic from the search queries that you want to rank for. Think about it this way. When people have a problem that they're trying to solve for and they go to Google to search for a solution, you want to show up at the very top. Even in the age of AI, SEO is still an incredibly effective marketing strategy, and the key now is to put yourself in the shoes of your customers, identify their problems, then create useful, digestible solutions that answer their challenges. Build relationships. These content pieces can come in the form of anything from blog posts to pages, free tools, quizzes, and even entire microsites that serve a specific purpose for your audience. Start by doing keyword research to discover some of these pain points and validate the topics you're considering creating content about. This will also really help when it comes to formulating how to approach your solution. In the description below this video, I've linked to my free keyword research tool that you can use to identify winning SEO topics in your niche that you can actually rank for today. Once you've created your content, and this is important, before publishing it, you'll want to optimize it to encourage search engines like Google to rank it at the top of search results for the keywords you're going after. There's a bit of a science here, but free tools like WriteBlogger and Yoast SEO will steer you in the right direction as you get started. SEO is a really big topic, as I've said. So if you want to dive deeper, I've linked in the description below this video to a free masterclass I teach on my SEO process that brings more than 500,000 monthly readers to my blog alone. Number 5, email marketing. Once you're creating content that educates and entertains a growing audience, email marketing is essential for keeping that audience actively engaged with what you're making and how you're helping them. It's also particularly useful for monetizing with your audience once you're ready to sell them something. I recommend starting an email newsletter from day one, and here's why. Email is your owned channel where you get to communicate directly one-on-one with the people in your audience in a place, their email inbox, with comparatively less noise than the cluttered social feeds. So when you publish a new video, blog post, or resource that's useful to your audience, you can quickly send them an email with a heads up on how to access it. Now, just asking people to join your newsletter for the sake of joining your newsletter isn't very appealing. What do I get out of it? The best way to encourage people to sign up for your email newsletter is to offer them something of value in exchange for joining your list. Think free templates, gear lists, courses, and ebooks that'll help them with a specific pain point that most people in your audience share in common. To keep this email channel valuable in your marketing mix, you'll also want to make sure to send at least 2 to 4 emails a month to your audience so that you can stay top of mind and they're primed to engage with you every time you show up. The other side of email marketing is when you can get featured in the email newsletters of other creators and brands in your industry. This blurs the line with partnership marketing, but it's one of the most effective ways to gain exposure to new audiences. I get it. Figuring out how to market yourself and your business can feel overwhelming. Dozens of channels, never-ending stream of ideas, infinite possibilities. Do yourself a favor though, and give yourself permission to focus on just these 5 areas and hone in on how you can communicate your value through just a few of them. Remember, marketing is all about consistency and experimentation. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You're building something. And the legwork to get an ROI from these marketing channels may not all be your favorite things to do, but I can promise you this is for sure the most effective. If you're anything like me though, you probably don't love every single aspect of running a business, at least not all the time. I like to create videos, but these days, all the downstream stuff like blog posts, social media clips, copy, repurposing my content to help spread the word, those don't bring me as much energy as they used to. And for that reason, I created WriteBlogger, my kit of more than 75 tools for creators with everything ranging from first draft article writers to tools that'll take your YouTube videos and instantly write blog posts and social copy. There's SEO tools and a whole lot more. They're all designed around getting more mileage from your content as a creator. You can sign up for WriteBlogger today free, no credit card required, using the link in the description below this video. And if you liked this video, I think you're really gonna love this one here too.